How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the second wave of the summer sale that runs until August 13th, so you've got about a week and a half to grab any of these highlighted picks. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 75 on Metacritic. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm working my way towards 5,000 subscribers, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is the gold standard for open-world RPGs, and this Complete Edition gives you the base game along with the two massive expansions, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, both of which could honestly be standalone games in their own right. You'll step into the boots of Geralt of Rivia and explore a massive fantasy world full of meaningful side quests, branching narratives, monster hunts, and morally complex choices that actually matter. From the brutal swamps of Velen to the vibrant vineyards of Toussaint, every area feels handcrafted and teeming with life, and on PS5, you're getting updated visuals, performance boosts, and tons of quality of life improvements. It's a 92 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 110 hours to platinum. Bully is a cult classic from Rockstar that trades guns and gang wars for slingshots and schoolyard brawls, offering an open-world experience set in the halls and dorms of Bulworth Academy. You play as Jimmy Hopkins, a troubled teen sent to a corrupt boarding school, and over the course of the game you'll navigate cliques, attend weird minigames disguised as classes, pull pranks, ride bikes, and slowly take over the school's social hierarchy. It's got that signature Rockstar mix of satire, chaos, and heart, with a ton of variety in its missions and a surprisingly strong narrative for its setting. It's an 87 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. Flower is a beautifully minimalist and emotional experience that offers something totally different from most games. You're essentially the wind, guiding a single petal that grows into a vibrant stream of color as you pass through desaturated landscapes. Each level has a unique visual theme and subtly evolves in tone as you interact with the world, going from serene and meditative to dark and poignant. There's no dialogue, combat, or failure states, just simple controls, stunning visuals, and a memorable soundtrack that builds as you progress. It's ideal for a short, peaceful session when you want something more introspective. It's an 87 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 6 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. Bang On Balls Chronicles is a goofy physics-based platformer that leans hard into its chaos and humor, letting you play as a customizable ball rolling through huge open-ended maps inspired by historical settings like Viking villages and pirate forts. There's combat, puzzles, collectibles, and co-op support, and it's all wrapped in a polished engine that makes the slapstick action really satisfying. The game doesn't take itself seriously, but there's a surprising amount of depth in how you can approach challenges, and the world design invites exploration and experimentation. If you're looking for something offbeat and surprisingly well made, this one's worth a spin. See what I did there? It's an 86 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 3 hours to platinum. Pentiment is a slow-burn narrative RPG from Obsidian that drops you into a hand-illustrated world inspired by medieval manuscripts and woodcuts, where you play as an artist caught in a web of murder, scandal, and shifting alliances over a period of decades. What makes it special is how deeply it commits to its historical setting. Every dialogue choice, character interaction, and piece of lore feels grounded in the beliefs, conflicts, and customs of the 16th century. The game evolves based on your choices and social standing, and while there's no combat, the tension comes from navigating relationships and trying to do the right thing in a world where justice is rarely fair. It's an 86 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Remastered is a touching and visually stunning JRPG that blends the charm of a Ghibli movie with classic turn-based mechanics and creature collecting. You play as Oliver, a young boy who travels to a magical world to save his mother, encountering whimsical characters and battling evil forces along the way. The remastered version cleans up the visuals and runs beautifully on modern hardware, and the gameplay loop of capturing and evolving familiars adds depth and replay value. The game's world is massive, its soundtrack is incredible, and the story hits hard with themes of grief and healing. It's an 86 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. Bug Fables, the Everlasting Sapling, is a love letter to the classic Paper Mario formula, complete with charming 2D visuals, turn-based battles that reward timing, and a heartfelt story starring 3 bug heroes. You'll explore varied environments like deserts, swamps, and ancient ruins, solving puzzles and taking on strategic battles that require you to carefully manage your party's unique abilities. The writing is clever and full of personality, and there's a ton of optional content to uncover for those who want to dig deeper. It's a surprisingly deep and polished indie RPG that stands proudly alongside its inspiration. It's an 85 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. Dead Rising is the original time-pressure zombie-slaying sandbox, dropping you into a massive shopping mall overrun with undead and giving you 72 in-game hours to rescue survivors, battle psychopaths, and piece together what caused the outbreak. You play as Frank West, a photojournalist who's covered wars and now has to fend off the horde using a unique variety of weapons, from chainsaws to cash registers. The strict time system creates real tension, forcing you to prioritize missions and accept that you can't save everyone on a single run. Despite some clunky mechanics, it's still a creative, chaotic, and satisfying game. It's an 85 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. The Warriors is one of Rockstar's best hidden gems, a gritty beat-em-up that expands on the cult classic movie with prequel content, full voice acting, and a brutal combat system. You'll control different members of the gang as they fight their way back to Kuni Island through rival turf, with gameplay that blends brawling, stealth, and environmental destruction. It supports local co-op and has an arcade-style presentation that makes it perfect for quick sessions or full playthroughs with a buddy. Even today, it holds up with its unique style and deep respect for the source material. It's an 85 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. OlliOlli World Rad Edition includes both the Finding the Flow Zone and Void Riders expansions, offering a massive amount of content and one of the most stylish and fluid skateboarding games ever made. The gameplay blends rhythm, puzzle solving, and platforming as you chain together tricks through vibrant, hand-drawn levels with increasingly complex layouts. The expansions add new mechanics, biomes, and characters, and the challenge ramps up significantly for those chasing perfect runs and high scores. Whether you're in it for the vibes or the high skill ceiling, this is one of the best skate games in years. It's an 84 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. Griftlands is a smart, narrative-driven roguelike deck builder where every decision matters, whether you're negotiating peace, winning a bar fight, or turning enemies into allies. It features 2 separate decks for combat and diplomacy, and both systems are deep and rewarding, with tons of synergy and customization. Each run is shaped by your choices, the quests you take, and how you handle random events, leading to multiple endings and lots of replayability. The writing is excellent, the world building is rich, and it constantly forces you to think on your feet. It's an 84 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 55 hours to platinum. Vanquish is a hyper-kinetic third-person shooter from Platinum Games where you slide around on jet-powered knees, slow down time mid-dodge, and blast through waves of enemies in a non-stop bullet storm. The story is basically sci-fi nonsense, but it's just an excuse for one of the fastest, most stylish combat systems ever put in a shooter. Mastering the dodge boost system and chaining kills feels incredibly satisfying, and while it's short, it's extremely replayable, especially if you're chasing high scores or going for the hardest difficulties. It's an 84 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. That wraps up another batch of great games from the PlayStation Store, and this group really leans into variety. From long, story-driven epics like The Witcher 3 and Ni no Kuni to quick arcade experiences like Bang on Balls and Flower, there's something in here for nearly every mood and playstyle. If you're trying to knock out a bunch of platinums, a lot of these are manageable time-wise, and if you just want value for your money, there are several massive RPGs and complete editions here that'll last you dozens of hours. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.